What's up, guys, and welcome to this edition of The Sharp Reality. I'm your man, Donovan Sharp. Follow me on Twitter at Donovan_Sharp. Visit my website, thesharpreality.com, to listen to all episodes of TSR, which are also available on SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. Go to the Contact tab if you have questions, comments, hate mail, show ideas, or personal stories you'd like to share. And if you want to support the show, bookmark that Amazon link in the sidebar of my homepage and do all your Amazon shopping through that link, and you'll help keep us on the air at zero cost to you. Be sure to tune in this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, where I will be joined once again by Illimitable Man, and we will be discussing testosterone replacement therapy for men. I get a shitload of emails and comments requesting a show regarding testosterone replacement therapy, and the demand has become too great to ignore. So make sure you listen to that episode, because it'll be informative and educational and will greatly benefit you as a man in just about every area you can think of. Back in November of 2015, Roosh posted the results of Return of King's very first reader survey. One particular bullet point in Section 7 grabbed my attention, and that section was entitled Handling Infidelity. Now, I'm going to go ahead and save everyone the time and an unnecessary podcast episode and reveal the one and only way to handle sexual disloyalty from your woman. You don't. Drop her like the cheating slut she is and don't look back. Obviously, this is easier said than done. But we should all know at this point that taking back a cheating woman will turn your life upside down in a hurry. Again, I speak from personal experience. Refer to episode 4, the worst heartbreak of my life. The best way to handle infidelity is to prevent it from happening in the first place. So here are my tried and true 3 best remedies to keep your girl faithful. Number 1, flirt with other girls in front of her. No, I'm not saying that you number close a girl in front of your woman, though you should probably be doing this when you're not with her anyway, vis-a-vis, keeping your abundance mentality intact. But striking up a conversation and lightly flirting with pretty girls and allowing them to flirt back in front of your woman will do 3 things. Number 1, it'll create drama, which of course girls absolutely love. Number 2, it will elicit feelings of dread within her. And number 3, it will show her that you can and will find her a replacement if she doesn't keep her shit together. When a female is embroiled in some sort of drama because she's feeling like her boyfriend is, quote, becoming distant, or, quote, maybe straying because he is consistently showing that he's not afraid to flirt with or I fuck other chicks when she's with him, all she can think about is what he might be doing when he's not around. This leaves her very little time or energy to think about much else, let alone other men in her orbit. Yeah, she'll be pissed, guys, and yeah, she'll throw fits. Hell, she may even try to call you out in public in an attempt to rattle you. I mentioned that in a past podcast episode when a girl I was fucking called me out in public for looking at the ass of a female passerby. But so long as you maintain frame and remain unapologetic, just be nonchalant about the whole thing, she will turn on the slut antics for you. She'll stick around to keep you from, in other words, she'll step up her game to keep you from fucking other chicks. Within the context of a sexual relationship in 2017, feminism, sort of combined with their hard wiring, has rendered females powerless against this technique, okay? They quite literally and involuntarily reward behaviors that are conducive to infidelity. It's fucked up. But it's true. So when you flirt with other girls in front of her, she's going to make herself more available to you. She's going to wear less clothing. She'll do she'll do whatever you want. It's all on the table when she thinks you're about to step out on her. But remember, if you apologize or you promise it won't happen again, you're fucked. Because not only have you shown zero backbone, you have allowed her to emotionally manipulate you, which means the script has been flipped. So, guys, flirt away. Don't feed into the emotional shenanigans, because they're definitely going to come. Be utterly unapologetic for flirting with other women, and you will literally watch her sort of transform, from a bitchy female to this porn slut who all of a sudden can't get enough of your cock, sort of right before your very eyes. Number 2. I mentioned this in number 1. Never say I'm sorry, ever. Outside of those 3 little magic words, I love you, of course, when being the first to say it, the phrase I'm sorry, it ranks up there as the most sniveling, betified fucking garbage you can utter to a female. When you apologize to a woman for anything you have or haven't done, you're telling her that you regret your actions and would do things differently if given the chance, which reeks of fear, pandering, and one-itis. All of these makes her resent you with a seething contempt like you've never seen. This is just the way women are designed. Girls want a man who does what he wants, when he wants, and how he wants it without reservation or apology, even if she happens to be in his line of fire. Like the flirting, yes, she'll throw a tantrum and call you every name in the book when you don't give her the engraved apology she's looking for. But when the smoke clears, you might have a headache, but you will definitely have her respect, which is the single most important element in keeping your woman from running around on you. So I'll give you a few examples. If you're at your girl's place and you drop and break one of her glasses, my bad. Just say my bad. Sorry. If you forget to pick up whatever useless thing she told you to pick up on your way home from work, my fault. I'll get it tomorrow, and leave it at that. Even if she catches you balls deep in another female, do not apologize. But Donovan, there's nothing wrong with saying you're sorry about something you're sorry about, right? Dead fucking wrong. Because guys, are you really sorry you broke her dinner plate? Did you really regret fucking that slut or having that side chick? Of course not. So if you're not sorry about something, don't fucking apologize. Further, women know when you're truly remorseful and when you're not. And apologizing for something you both know you're not sorry about is like failing a shit test she didn't deploy. The bottom line is that when you apologize to your woman for anything, right or wrong, she loses respect for you. Be a man, stay disciplined, and don't succumb to this instant perceived gratification that comes with a heartfelt apology. Weather the storm and reap the benefits that come with being a man she wants and needs, because doing the opposite almost always guaranteed that she'll be fucking another dude. And the dude that she's going to be fucking behind your back is going to be unapologetic. That's how it is. Number 3. Be unabashedly selfish. Guys, you show me a man who says it's all about her when referring to his woman, and I'll show you a man who is or is about to be getting cheated on. I've said this in many of my other episodes. Females have it easy in this part of the world, and they know it. Just about everything is handed to them from the cradle to the grave, most notably male deference, attention, and subservience. Girls have been steeped in this their entire lives, and as a result, they are quite literally desensitized to it and take it for granted. I actually touched on the female indifference to the abundance of male adoration. It's actually an article that I penned on Return to Kings. The reason women cheat with impunity on men who, quote, live for them is simple, guys. He's putting her on a pedestal. Deep down, women know they're not worthy of such reverence, and any man who doesn't recognize will be punished with bitchiness, neurotic behavior, and of course, cuckoldry. Females want, and don't kid yourselves, guys. No matter what they tell you, females want nothing more than to surrender to a masculine, confident man who would be just fine without her. They project this desire by treating men like extensions of themselves because they want to be an extension of a man. A man who exhibits overt selfishness tells a woman in no uncertain terms that he lives for himself. And when she gets it through her thick skull that her man is the captain of the ship, guess what? She starts to make emotional and really sometimes even financial investments into the relationship. And it is infinitely harder for women to be unfaithful to a man that she's invested time and emotion into. Remember, guys, females are accustomed to getting some sort of return on investment, so they rarely walk away from or jeopardize something they've put a lot of time and work into. So making all the decisions on movies and restaurants, paying zero attention to her needs in bed, making her change her plans to suit your needs, and doing what you want to do on any particular date. That's just a few examples of blatant selfishness that this is what turns women on. I'll reiterate that, like the flirting, like the lack of apologies, your me first attitude, it will probably rub her the wrong way. And at some point, she is going to voice her discontentment. But this is nothing more than a shit test. Stand your ground and continue to do what you want, continue to be selfish, and you will have her respect and subsequently her loyalty. Now, do these things work all the time? Of course not. No strategy is bulletproof. And besides, I mean, a lot of girls will cheat on you anyway, regardless of how tight your game is. That's just how it is in today's sexual marketplace. But along with standard red pill game, I have personally found that utilizing these three tactics not only drastically reduces a woman's desire or even thoughts of cheating, it keeps them on their toes and it triggers her to exhibit good behavior to keep you around. The cooking, the attempted cooking, the cleaning, blowjobs on command. I will reiterate this again. It is absolutely paramount, gentlemen, that you not cave in to the pressure that she will inflict on you when you deploy this style of game. If you try to console her with an apology for, looking at a girl's ass, and then ask her what restaurant she'd like you to take her to in order to sort of make it up to her, guys, you're in for huge problems down the road, and eventually she's going to cheat on you. You can count on that. So long as you withstand the initial verbal assaults, the temper tantrums, trust me when I tell you, you will be well rewarded in the long run. Delayed gratification and discipline, that's an effective mindset when dealing with your finances. The same applies when dealing with your woman. That does it for this episode of The Sharp Reality. Remember to bookmark that Amazon link in the sidebar of my homepage, thesharpreality.com. Hit me on Twitter anytime at Donovan_Sharp and drop me a line anytime in the contact tab of my website. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you next time.